Hi all, welcome back to the YouTube channel. Let's start rebooting work using UiPath. In today's session, we want to discuss about classifier. So let me understand. So what is meant by classifier? So how it works? So basically, classifier it helps to classify the document. So in a real-time scenario, so you'll be uploading a invoice, a bill, and then a resume, and then like a passport or other infos. Okay. So how does the bot will understand? So this is a resume. So we have to extract only these required fields in the resume. So how does the bot will understand? This is an invoice. We are need to extract only this data from this particular invoice. So how does it understand? So with the help of classifier, it helps to understand along with the keywords. So this is the concept which we are going to discuss on today's session. So let's jump back to the UiPath studio. So before that, let me give you a walkthrough about document understanding frameworks which I have prepared. So this is the entire model of a document understanding framework. So where in start, in the taxonomy fields, so which we are used to create our particular document types. So what are the fields? What are the type of documents we are going to extract the data? So we are going to define that particular state itself, as we discussed on yesterday. Digitalization which help to convert your document into a readable digitalized form. And the classifier, so it helps to classify your document. So as I said before, it's an invoice or receipt, so it helps to classify and make the particular extraction very perfect. And data extraction model, so will help to extract the data with the help of a classifier. And then present validations, where we need like human intervention to evaluate the data. So what actually extracted, so whether it's 100% correct, so it is like 80% accuracy. So we have to define our, like we have to tell the bot, so this is this particular percentage, it was accuracy. So an expose data, like we have to export the data and we can make it in a various form which actually we needed. So in those, we have a separate views in this. So if you're digitalization, so if you're converting the image, we need a OCR, and then it helps to document is the images. So if you are taking a data extraction model, so extractor, so it has several types of extractor, which is form extractor, ML extractor, intelligent form extractor. So these are several extractors will help you to extract the data from the desired document. And then pressure validation, so as I said before, so it's used to ensure the data, the bot actually capture the data and make us to ensure whether this is correct or not. And then export, so yeah, we can export into a various formats, so actually which we needed. So we can use this particular flow chart, so whenever we are going to next session, so we can have a walkthrough and we can check what are the models or what are the extractors we are going to use. So let me jump back to the UiPath studio once again. So we are going to use the classifier, right? So the very next step will be a classifier. So let me go here, let me go to the activity panel. Let me type for classifier. Yes. Yeah. So you can see something called as classify document scope, right? Just drag here and drop this. I guess this will be not needed now. So let me delete it off. Sorry. Let me delete this right line. So what are the inputs need to be provided? So this will requires 4 inputs and 1 output. So here we have to provide, so input as a document path and the taxonomy and the like a document text and the document object model. So these are the things we have to mention over here. So first of all, document path. So what are the documents we are going to what are the document we have like targeted to extract the data? So we have to provide that particular path. So we can just make it as a variable and we can copy this particular path into the variable, or you can use in any ways. So let me provide the path directly. Otherwise, you can create a variable in the name of path and you can place the path over there. Anyways, it works actually. So the next thing, taxonomy. So you have to provide the taxonomy which are declared on the initial state. So let me go to the top. So we have created a taxonomy and we have initialized, right, in log taxonomy. So just use that variable taxonomy, and then in digitalized documents, so we have a variable that is document text. So document text, what actually it will do, it will capture the data and it will store it, and when it's convert the data into digitalized form, it will store the data into the document text variable. So we can directly go ahead and use this particular variable, which is document text, and then document object models which help you to understand so how many pages are there, like what are the size and width the content actually placed over there. So each and every these particular parts will be captured in the document object model. Let me paste a DOM. And then we have required an output which is a classifier result. Let's make a control key. So let me make it as classification result. And the next, what we have to provide? So as I said, so to understand, so what kind of document? So we need a keyword, correct? So what you can do? You can use a key based classifier. Okay. So this key based classifier need a JSON file to where it can store the keywords. So what I can do now? So we can just copy this particular JSON file which I have previously. So we have already for taxonomy, right? So what you can do? You can just make a copy, and then we can paste over there itself. Let me rename it as keyword. Okay, perfect, right? So what you can do, you can go there and redirect this particular file over there. So where it is, let me try to find it out. Keyword, document processing, keyword. Perfect. So before that, we can ensure once, so it should not have any data previously. Let me open this one and clear out the existing data. Since you have copied, so the taxonomy data will be copied to this keyword, right? So we can just clear out those things. I guess a notepad plus is loaded. Yeah, let me clear out this one. Perfect. Okay, awesome. So we have cleared out. So what will be the next thing now? So we have to provide the keywords, correct? Just click on this manage learning. So we have to add the keywords over here. So based upon our invoice, we have to add the keywords. So let me open the invoice now. Click on this particular folder icon. So the document here, right? Let me open this one. So just please try to understand. So in manage keywords, so we have only one type, so which is invoice, because in taxonomy we didn't declare so many types, right? So we have declared only one type, which is invoice. So if you have declared so many types like invoice, and then one more thing called as like bills, and then resume, passport. So if you have declared more types, you can see more types over here. Okay. So as of now, we have only one type, so which is invoice. So let me make it is very clear. So let me click on load taxonomy. So let the taxonomy get loaded. Let's wait for some times. It got loaded. So what we can do now, so we can just add the receipt as well here. Okay. So we have only invoice, right? So what you can do, you can add one more document type over here. So which is invoice, so that you can see a difference, correct? So what are the like how it has been defining whether what type, what kind of a document it was, right? What you can do, you can add one more document type. Just click on account, then document type. So which is receipt. Click on save. So we can add the fields in the receipts. So what you can do, we can just open this receipts as well. And we can like give the fields which fields we need to extract it in this particular invoice. Sorry, bill. So we need a bill number, right? And the type is number. The next thing, so we need a after bill number, so we need a amount. Okay, bill amount. Bill amount. Okay, this is a number also. Yeah. I hope this will suffice my requirement. So okay, so I have added two kind of things, so which is invoice and bills. So just I have added because just to make a differentiate, like what actually we are doing. So let me close this one. Let me jump back to the UiPath Studio. Let me save. Let me try to click on the manage learning now. Okay, so now you can see two kind of things, right? So one is invoice, another one is receipts. So what are you going to do? So you have to provide both the data now. So let me add for receipt and invoice now. So in receipt, what are the keywords you can mention? So the keywords will help to understand this is a bill and this is a invoice. So we have to add that particular keywords. So we can mention bill number, right? Bill number, I guess bill number is a valid one. Bill number. Yep. Yeah. And then so in invoice, so what you can provide? Why it has been separated? Okay, so we have to give in a double quotes. So let me make a double quotes and provide the number. Bill number. Yeah. Perfect, right? So we have provided bill number. Okay, awesome. So we have to provide the next thing, which is invoice. So bill to. We can add a keyword, double quotes. Just provide this keyword, which is bill to. So if you want to add more keywords also, you can add. Go ahead and add those things. So which is ship to. So only like this particular invoice will have this particular bill to and ship to, right? So receipt won't have. So in those ways, bot will try to understand this is a invoice, this is a bill. So we have added two kind of a keywords, right? So for invoice we have added two keywords, and for bills we have added only one keywords. Yeah, that's fine, I guess. You can click on save once. The next thing, the very next thing, what you have to do? So you have to do your configure classifier. Just click on config classifier. So we have to just mock a click. So what are the documents? So we need to automate now. Okay, what are the documents which you are going to automate now? So just click here both the things. Okay, just click on save all. So now just try to go to the keyword. So you'll be having some data. So with the help of the keywords, it has been built up. Let me try to open the keywords. See, you can see something. The keywords are get built over here, right? So with the help of keywords, it has got built over there. So what you can do now? So we have done all the data, right? So in classification data scope, so we have provided our path, so taxonomy, and then document text, so document object model, so classifier results, and then so we have used our keyword based classifier, which help to understand the bot and find out whether this is an invoice and this is a bill with the help of the keywords which you have suggested. Perfect, right? So then we can find out like whether this is a like a receipt or bill during the runtime as well. So let me give that trick also. So just go here, the drag a right line. You can use the variable classification 0, and then so once you clicked on dot, so you can get several types over here. Okay, so document type ID. So document type ID. So which help you to get what kind of document it is when it was started processing. So we can get that, right? So why actually it is needed? So for an example, so if you are going to fill bunch of a document for understand document understanding, if you are feeding like bunch of a document, so you need to understand what kind of document has been what kind of document data has been extracted. You need to find out that, right? So to do that, so it will be very much helpful. So as of now, so we are like directly passing only one document, so which is a PDF format. So let me click save and then let me run this. So we should get an output which is called as invoice. Let me debug. Let me wait for some time so that it will process. So I guess it got ran. So let me go to the output panel. So here you can see which is invoice. So it has declared this one as invoice, right? So we have passed invoice only. So likewise, it helps to understand. So what kind of documents we are just we are just feeding. So just click on this folder symbol. Let me click on receipt now. Okay, let me click on receipt. So what actually need to do now? So it should understand this is a receipt and it should give the output as a receipt. Let me go here and change the path here as well. Let me save. And let me debug now. Before debug, let me show the output once again. So it is invoice, right? So it has stated this one as a invoice. Save and let me debug now. So now we have to get the output as a receipt. So why we have to give why we have to get the output as a receipt? So we have passing only the receipt data. So bot should understand this is not an invoice. This is like a normal receipt, and it should throw the output as a receipt now. I guess our execution is done now. Let me go to the output panel. Yeah, here you can see which is called as receipt, correct? So bot has correctly identified. So this is a receipt. Hey, the document which you uploaded is receipt. The document which you uploaded is invoice. So it is able to understand. It is the keywords which are given is suffice to understand whether it is an invoice or it is a keyword. So I hope you understand so how to differentiate the document. So you can like in future you can feed so many document types and extract the data on this. I guess you are pretty much understand with the classifiers. Thanks for watching. Happy learning. Have a good day.